We out here.
Yeah, man, yo.
The new podcast, man. Whoa.
TishaRaye, man. TishaRaye, what's up?
Whoa. Booming up the block, I'm with TishaRaye. Big things poppin', pretty girls don't play. The new BOOMin podcast, know she finna pull up. And you know where she from. Trey 4, what's up? Life, love, entertainment, that's what we got.
Okay,
Big
so,
up the community,
boom.
'cause
You
that's
already
our
know.
spot.
We got right into
Right
Shout out to Rick Ruggers, bro. Booming down the block. It's your girl, TishaRaye. Look, I'm all over the place because I'm literally here in my city, Winston Salem. Trey 4, stand up. You see the Winston Tower? We do what we do. We do what we do best. You already know we go from city to city, state to state. Today is another special. I know I say it's another special episode every time, but literally it's a special episode, okay? We live. We doing what we do. I got Mr. Winston Salem, that's what I call him, sitting beside me. My brother, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to give him a strong introductory, okay? Black man of God. You hear me? Black man of God. Don't judge him. He know who God is. Community organization person in charge. See, I put all that together. Founder of H.O.P.E Dealers Outreach. He's a motivational speaker, activist, vice president, I'm going to let him get into that, of the Young Democrat of Forsyth County. You already know. He's also really, really, really special to me in this community because he is the one that thought of Tent City Akron. If you don't know about Akron Drive, get to know it. We'll talk about that in a little bit. Go on and Google it up. Boom, boom, boom. And he's just an all-around good guy. So I'm going to go on and introduce my bruh, because it's been a while. You know, I've been trying to get him here for the longest. And he's booming with us, Frankie.
Yeah.
Frankie Gist. What's up, bruh?
What's up? Long live Marley. Long live Marley.
Long live Marley. Yes, long live. You already know what it is. Shout out to my sister. You got that, TaNeisha, all this good stuff. Frankie, tell them a little bit about yourself. Get right into it.
Well, as you know, I'm Frankie Gist, founder of H.O.P.E Dealers Outreach, vice president of Young Democrats. I'm in a community activism, motivational speaker, father, future husband. Just all around, I love my community and helping the people, you know?
Definitely helping the people.
Yes.
You are definitely known for helping the people in this here community.
Yeah.
Tell us how you help the people in our community.
The way we help the people is we fight against gun violence. That was the main message of when I started H.O.P.E Dealers. I wanted to fight in gun violence because too many of my brothers and sisters, family, friends were dying.
Yeah.
And then I wanted to not only fight against gun violence, but I wanted to fight against everything that's happening within the city. Homelessness, mental health, suicide, so many other, tackle healthcare, all types of ways. So, I wanted to be a voice, and
Yes.
H.O.P.E Dealers stands for helping other people everywhere. So we wanted to bring hope to everyone in the community. So
Helping
other people
everywhere. Helping other people everywhere. That's the H.O.P.E Dealers Outreach program name. That's a super dope name. How did you come up with that? How did you come up with the acronyms?
At 3 a.m. in the morning in 2017, I think. I got a phone call from one of my colleagues that I was working with that was helping me with the 501c3 and told me that somebody had the name that we had at that time called Helping Hands Foundation. So I had it already.
Okay.
So we needed to revamp, new vision, everything. So make the long story short, I called a mandatory meeting, and we stayed up from about 8 p.m. till like 3 in the morning trying to figure this thing out. And it came to us at 3. H.O.P.E Dealers. We all come from the streets, and we all was out here dealing something else. We was dealing toxic. We was dealing drugs. We were dealing, so much other stuff. So we said, hey, let's change it and let's say we're dealing hope. And because at that time it was a lot of people living in hopeless places, and we wanted to bring hope to people in that time in their life. And so we continue to do that even now.
That made me think of a song, NDRE. I just heard it this morning. There's hope, it never, that right there is super dope. Yes. I want to be involved in that.
Yes, please.
You got to get us involved in that.
Absolutely.
So now, I want to get right into this because we got so much to talk about. Right. But I want to talk about this Tent City Akron. I want to get right into it, people.
Right.
Tent City Akron. If you go around Winston, especially on Akron Drive, you will see the homeless there with their tents up. That's their shelter. That's their roof.
Right.
Sometimes we just drive by. Sometimes, we give.
Right.
But you decided to take it an extra step.
Absolutely.
And decide to make sure they have.
Right.
Tell us a little bit how you got into the Tent City Akron.
Well, Tent City Akron, I wanted to start that when a colleague called me and told me what it was like out there, right? I went out there with my assistant. We looked at Tent City, and I saw how all these people were living, And so I said, I asked them, I said, what could I do to help? What could I do? And they said, you have a voice, and if you put this out there, it will bring so much awareness.
Absolutely.
When I put it out there, the whole city immediately jumped on it.
Yeah.
I'm talking about city officials weren't even on it until I said something about it. And so since then, we've been pushing them, helping them, feeding them breakfast, lunch, dinner.
Yeah.
But the thing about it is that I told the people that's working closely with me with this and said, we can't enable them though. It's a difference between helping someone and just giving them shit. I can, when helping you is hurting me, I gotta let you go.
Gotta let go.
So I sat back one day and I said, I'm gonna watch how they move. One of them came out their tent. He got whatever off the table, went back to his tent, laid down to about 3, got back up, ate lunch or dinner, went back. And then I'm sitting there like, yo, he did not go look for a job. He didn't use the resources we provided them. We're enabling them. So immediately I stopped certain stuff.
Right.
I snatched certain stuff back and I said, listen, I can't help y'all if you don't want to help yourself.
That's it.
So you think you just gonna get a blanket? No, with that blanket gonna come a paper full of jobs for you.
Okay.
With this blanket gonna come resources for you to get housing. With this water, you're gonna be able to drink on the way to your interview. You see what I'm saying? So it's not about just giving you shit.
Right.
It's about giving you stuff not to have to worry about that so you can focus on the bigger picture. I don't want you to worry about your next meal. We got you. I don't want you to worry about being cold. We got you. Worry about being successful.
Do what you have
worry
to do.
about going to the VA if you're a veteran. Worry about going to rehab if you're a junkie. I'm just being real. And so that's what we're doing now. So next week is going to be a revamp.
Okay.
It's going to be nothing but resources being provided.
I like that.
Taking these people on vans to places they need to go.
Okay.
If you need to go to the VA, we take you to the VA.
Yes.
If you need to go to social service, I'm taking you to social service. If you need to go to City Hall, we taking you down to court.
Do y'all hear this? Yeah. Do y'all see this? Yes. It's here. They're gonna have transportation resources. They're gonna have all this.
Come out of our pocket. None of this is from the city. I don't get no money from the city. I don't get no grants. None of that. All the stuff I do for the community, you would think that I gave. No, I do all this out of pocket. This is me and my donors and sponsors and people who support. But everything out of pocket.
You hear that?
So, and that comes. I got a saying: love isn't love until you give it away. Real love don't look at the price.
Come on, Bishop John.
Real love don't look at the price.
Right.
Real love don't look at the way the person is. Love looks past all that shit. I love you enough to want to see you be great, even if you stab me in my back. That's the type of love that I have for the people, and that's the love of God. I tell people, it's a difference, and I know I'm probably going to.
No, you good.
I gotta make things clear with people.
Do it.
It's a difference between religion and relationship. Big difference. I learned. I've been through church.
Tell them the difference.
I've been through church hurt. So
Tell them
I know the difference between religion and relationship. Religion is what hurt me. Because religion, people say, oh, you can't do this. Or you can't do that. Or God said this. Or God said that. God don't even talk that much.
No.
He don't talk that much. When do God talk that damn much? If he talk that damn much, we need to go to somebody else because I don't want nobody to talk. I'm about action.
Yes.
And God is a God of action.
Yes, he is.
He said what he had to say. He said he'll make your enemies your footstool. That's all he got to say.
That's it. And left it there.
You see what I'm saying? So my relationship with God is so deep. It's like, I don't go to church. I don't do the church.
It's okay. It's in the heart. It's okay.
I don't do it. I don't do all that extra shit. I'm studying other religions and all that. That's just because after all I've been through, it's a bigger picture.
Right.
And that's what made me see the love in people past what they see. Because what I was being taught is, you only love them enough when they do right or do right. But
And that's facts.
And once they start fucking
That's
up,
facts.
the church will write you off. And that's where it goes back to 210 City. Why am I doing it and no churches are involved?
That is facts, because I wanted to ask that.
Mega churches, all these churches, all in this city, no one has helped or reached out to me.
Well, this week, Booming on the Block will be out there.
Okay.
Yeah, we got a book schedule, but we're going to be out there this week. We're going to show our face at least once, twice, whatever we got to do.
And what
Yeah.
I'll be doing, I'll be on the road, come back, because I'm going to be back and forth.
See, that's what I'm talking about. That's their dedication.
Got to. Because I won't feel comfortable being on the road knowing that these people stay. After what the city just tried with me, my team didn't even want me to go.
Can you talk about that a little bit?
Oh, hell yeah, I'm talking about it. I thought it went on the news about it. I'm just talking about it here.
Right.
They called.
Thank you.
I got a phone call while I'm at my office downtown. I'm by myself. I let my team off. This is a good day. I said, oh, it's going to be a good day today.
Yes.
You see what I'm saying? I get a call. They say, bro, you need to go down to Akron. The police up there telling me they're going to shut it down. I jumped up, spit. I left everything in my office, went down there.
Yeah.
Went down there, make the long story short, they put no trespassing sign up, drew lines to let them know this is Rainbow Laundry and this is the city's property. Then they told them that if they're here, they got 24 hours to move. And on that Friday, which was yesterday, 12 midnight, if they're still here, they're going to lock them up and they're going to shut it down, right? And then they said every advocate that's here is going to go too. I said, okay. So when that happened, I immediately went live. I said, this the game you want to play? I had to remind them, I'm from the streets. And when you stab me in my back, I'm going to show you not to fuck with me.
That's right. That's right.
I got power just like you.
That's right.
So what I did, I went live and it took off. I got a call from Chief Thompson. I got a call from councilmen. I got a call from the mayor. Everybody trying to figure out, Mr. Gist, what? Oh, we're trying to work it out with y'all. I said, oh no. You didn't want to work it out. You couldn't talk to me. And my thing was, I thought y'all had enough. And let me take that back. You should have had enough respect. I'm the person who kept these people from brutally fucking up your city. We were the only city in North Carolina in the world that did not riot this past summer.
That's true.
And that wasn't because of just me. They give me all the praise, and don't get me wrong, I was the leader.
Yeah,
I was the face, but there was other people connected.
Thank you for that.
You see what I'm saying? So I let people know that it's not me. It was a whole bunch of other people.
That's what's up.
I'm just the voice. They not that type of person who go in front of people and do it. I'm just the voice.
Yeah.
But I got a team that's pushing me and backing me.
That's what you.
So I had to let people know that. So I said, Chief, you thought that protest was something. Imagine you fucking with me and I come out here and protest. Make the long story short, they ain't moving them.
I say they still standing.
They just put the journal out, the article out last night saying that Lee Gattery, who is over the city shit, his little punk ass, said they won't be moving them. And they taking the trespassing sign down. I'm not the person to fuck with. I don't care. I can be diplomatic.
But you got that voice,
but
though.
when you fuck with me, I'm going to let you know I'm from the streets, and the streets going to rock with me.
We definitely are.
And the crazy part about it, corporate is too.
No matter what. And there used to be an issue with young black men. Corporate world used to be a crazy issue.
Right.
So I'm glad you got that voice. I'm glad you spoke up. I'm glad things are back in order.
Yes.
I'm glad they did not shut that down because
because
City
we wouldn't be
Akron
here
needs-
today. We've been protesting today.
I believe
That's
that.
real talk. I'll be like, Tisha, you got to come down here.
Booming on the Block definitely would have been.
We protested.
We
baby.
definitely would have been out there because, for one, we about our city.
Right.
We about Winston, and we about making sure our peoples are straight.
Absolutely.
You know, shelter-wise, all that good stuff. We about all that. So
Absolutely.
thank you for what you've done. Thank you for that daggone voice of yours. You know what I'm saying? I got to give a huge shout-out to Enough is Enough. That
Yes,
dope
my brother
organization.
Papa, I have to say publicly,
Yeah.
that's a real OG. You know,
Yes.
I got a lot of OGs that came across me. And let me tell you, it's a difference between being an OG and a wannabe.
Right.
These wannabe OGs, they got a pot to piss in and window throw it out there. You can't OG me, nigga.
And be trying to spit knowledge.
And try to spit knowledge. Ain't knowledgeable of their bank account.
No.
Your bank account, $100, you can't talk to me. I'm sorry. It's just being real. It's because where I'm going, you can't even speak past where I am.
Come on now.
Because if you're still here
leverage.
and I'm up there, how are you able to uplift me? I'm already up, baby.
You have to uplift them.
You see what I'm saying? Papa has been there. He's Now,
Shout out to Papa.
Papa don't play.
Yeah,
Okay?
for real, for real.
I'm diplomatic. We're just alike. I'm diplomatic, but he more firm stern. He don't give a fuck.
Yeah, yeah.
He gonna tell you. I'm telling you, I done seen it. So, but he's been a push behind scenes. The long car rides we had, he just pouring it to me, let me know. And see, I know you're a real street nigga.
Yeah.
I come from street, so I can relate.
That's dope.
You see what I'm saying? And he see the elevation I'm making. I'm moving from the streets to corporate.
Come on, yes,
That's
you
why I tell
are.
people I'm taking the streets to corporate office.
Yes.
They don't even know it.
Yes.
You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
So Papa has been a blessing. Enough is enough has been a truly blessing. And this connection that we built is second to none. People think that we known each other for years. I just met him through two to 3 weeks ago.
Wow, that's dope.
And we've been rocking ever since. I met him at the bodega.
That's dope. Yeah,
So
shout out to
Papa. Enough
shout
is
out to
enough.
Papa. Enough is enough. I'm definitely have him on the show. Like I said, I got to rep all the ones, all the voices in our community just like that. Now, I was watching... Tell me how you met this bishop. I was watching your Instagram, and I seen that this bishop was doing like a manifestation over you. I felt every word he was saying. Bishop Marcus Strong.
Yes, that he caught me off guard. The crazy part about it,
That looked like an off guard moment.
It was an off guard
It really
moment.
did, but
I was in the midst
real.
of watching. I'm a series type of person. I'm old school. I'm old.
Me too.
I'm 25, but I'm old.
You know you.
I'm
You know what I'm saying?
It's just something about me. They'll tell you, I'm
It's
just
that
old.
old spirit, that
I
old soul.
don't want to. I turn up or whatever, but my turn up is watching Grey's Anatomy and sitting there smoking me a fat one. I'm good. I'm good.
Oh my God.
I don't need no.
Yeah, you old
I
school, a
don't need
fat
it.
one.
A fat one. Didn't I say fat one? What the kids say nowadays? What they say? Big blunts, big gas, or something like that. I don't know. And see,
I still say
smoke, and I smoke runs. Ain't that what they say? Runs.
That's what they call it.
They ain't all
Ain't
of
no
them ain't got no
difference.
damn runs.
Ain't no
They ain't
difference.
got no runs. I seen motherfuckers get the packs from the store on the
That's
corner
real.
and put weed right in it and
That's
make
real.
it sell it for $80 a quarter. I'm like, God damn.
That's the
man.
trend. That's
You know
the
what I'm saying?
community.
And so
That's how they think they're getting by.
I was watching. What was that? Snowfall. I was catching up on. No. Have and a Have Nots. Oh,
Okay,
Lord. I
that's
just
my
finished
mom's
I
favorite
just
show.
finished the whole season.
She used to love it.
I was watching that, and something just said, "Get on Facebook." I was like, "I'm getting off it." I got bored watching it,
Yeah.
and I got on Facebook. And he was like, "I said, I'm gonna just check him out." You know, I listen to preachers, but I don't really be into it. And I just comment. He said something good, and I comment and say, "That's good. That's good."
Yeah.
And he pinged it, and not knowing that I had a meeting. That during that day, that was nighttime. During the day, I had a meeting with my team about everything he spoke.
Right.
It's like he was a fly on the wall. It's like he had a camera in my office that day.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so everything he spoke literally was what we already working on. $300,000 grant. I have some things coming up that requires that amount of money.
Right.
He talked about keys and vans.
Yeah.
I've been discussing working on the van.
Come on.
You see what I'm saying? So that was a reminder from God. That's why I say people got to understand it's a thing between relationship and religion. Just because you go to church and say you love God and you shout and speak in tongues, don't mean God going to continue to bless you, because everybody got skeletons in their closet.
Everybody.
And religious folk love covering up their shit. But people with a relationship will tell you, this is me, but he know me.
He know.
And he know everything I need. So fuck what you think.
Tell him, right? You better say it.
I don't care if you're a pastor, bishop, apostle,
Absolutely.
prophet, whatever you want to call yourself.
Absolutely.
These fake ass wannabes. I don't care. See, I've been through
That's
church
being
so
real.
I could talk like this. I've seen fake ass people in ministry. That's why I would never go back to that. I never would. A lot of my colleagues say, you're going to go back to church, go back to church. No.
I got
We
you.
are the church.
That's all it's saying.
So how am I going to go back to myself?
That's all I'm trying to say.
That's what the word say. That's what the book that they be preaching up there is what they say.
Yeah.
And if you read it, see, that's why it goes back to relationship. Religious folk only want to read what matters to them or what's good for that moment. But relationship folk is going to read even if it makes you feel bad.
That's what I'm talking about.
You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
So
Yes.
the relationship I have and the religion they have, God already got me on what's going to take place.
Absolutely.
You see what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Now, religious folk, they don't know where they're going. They just following whatever the preacher say.
See?
And so when he spoke that, that lets me know, God letting me know that day, I got you. Don't you worry, bro. You're on the right path. That let me know that I'm on the right path. You see what I'm saying?
I listened to that whole thing and I was like, wow,
that was a deep one.
Wait a minute.
And then he said, I will never have to face that battle no more.
Yeah.
I'm writing a book.
Yeah.
I'm writing a book, and I just now started to really put this out here. I wasn't, my team didn't want me to
So we getting
do
it exclusive.
We about to get into something real exclusive.
BOOMin On The Block, the second one.
I'm telling you, this is about to get deep. This is about to get deep, and I'm writing a book about it. My team didn't want me to disclose it when I first went through it, and that was fine because they wanted me to wait till I got my book together. But God spoke to me, and it goes back to relationship and religious folks.
Come on now.
They think they hearing shit, but I really hear God. That's a difference. And when you hear God for real, it'll make an effect on people's lives. You see what I'm saying? He spoke to me and told me, don't hold back. Just let them know. You're the voice. Your voice, what you gonna say is gonna heal them. They would have never thought that you would have dealt with that. I went through addiction. Nobody never knew. Last summer when I was doing all the protests, I was dealing with addiction. Even my fiance or family didn't know. The only person that knew was my assistant.
Wow, couldn't tell.
I couldn't tell my fiance. I couldn't tell nobody. Nobody could tell. I was dealing with when I say a hard addiction, I was dealing with it.
You hit it well.
I was on it. I was like, couldn't sleep, couldn't eat. Y'all, I would speak to everybody, millions of folks, all these people downtown. But when I go home, I had to have it. I had to have that pill. If I did have that pill, all hell would break loose. Nobody knew this. I was good at covering up, even at home.
Yeah.
Nobody never knew. I went through the detox part, trying to do it by myself. I almost died in the midst. The day that I couldn't take no more was the day that I couldn't find no pills from nobody. It's like God was stripping me from everything. You see what I'm saying? That's why they say, God, watch what you pray for. I kept praying, even while I'm taking the pill. I said, God, I want to stop, but I just don't know how.
It's deep.
And I was like, God, I want to stop, but I'm dealing with all this. People didn't know I was dealing with so much, holding so much in. That pill was the only thing that mattered to me. My family didn't even matter to me, Tisha. I couldn't spend time with them. My fiance's birthday, I didn't even spend time with her. For my birthday, I didn't do nothing. All I could do was lay around and be high. But nobody never knew that.
Come on now.
And so the day that I couldn't take no more, I called my mom and I cried. I put it out on the table. My mom was like, baby, I did not know it was that deep. I said, Mom, it's deep. I said, Mom, I was going through withdrawals at that time. I couldn't find none. It was so bad, I drove all the way to Winston from Mebane, North Carolina. He didn't have it. Drove back up to Mebane, pissed. I'm pissed. That's the side effects of the addiction and I'm pissed. Everything was pissing me off. I couldn't really drive. I couldn't really think. I couldn't text. I couldn't do nothing. I couldn't go to meetings. That's how the pill was that was my main focus for the day. If I didn't get that pill, nothing else mattered to me, right? I cried at my mom. I said, Mom, I just need help. I was done. I was done with the pills. That's when I knew I was done. When I told her, I knew I was done. I said, you ain't never going back. If your mom knows, I know you're done. I told her, I called my fiance and said, this is what it is. This is what I'm going through. I'm putting it all on the table. I called the addiction hotline. You know how much
that's real.
That pride that I had, it took so much. I'm used to being the leader, used to helping everybody else. Now I'm on the other side. Somebody got to help me. They saying shit that I say to other people. And I'm sitting there like, wow. And all I can ask myself, how did you get here? How did you get here? And so, make the long story short.
Everything you taking on.
Yeah.
Trying to weigh it all.
Yeah. And make the long story short, we found me a rehab center in California. They were trying to send me to Tennessee. I didn't want to go there. They tried to send me somewhere in Florida. I didn't want to go there. Something about California. He said, this is the only one we have left. I took the next flight the next day. I got on the flight the next day. They paid for it, everything. Went to California with the treatment. I'm 4 months now, clean.
Oh, gosh. Thank you.
You see what I'm saying?
So happy for that.
And so what I'm writing, the name of the book is called If Pens Can Talk. Because in rehab, you have no TV in your room. They just give you got a bed, a dresser, but you got a pen and pencil. think about everywhere you go, there's a pen in every room.
It is.
So imagine what those pens hear that nobody else hears. So that's why the book is called If Pens Can Talk.
Y'all hear that? If pens can talk.
It's going to be a deep book. It's going to talk about even deeper what I dealt with, childhood, what caused all of this, even with the things that I went through while I was in rehab.
Let me know when it come out so I can read it and have you back on the show. But when do you expect that to come out?
It'll be coming out another 2 months. Another 2 months.
Wow, Frank. Everything is just moving.
Another 2 months. And what I'm gonna be doing an addiction to it where it's gonna be tackling drug addiction. Because addiction is real.
Yeah, it is.
And God spoke to me and said to me, he said, how will you be able to be the voice if you never experienced this either? So this is all in his plan. People will look at it and say, oh, this, that, and the third. And you know, it took me a while. I was so, I can't say this because of this. You know what? I don't give a damn what people think no more.
Say it.
What I dealt with, your son could deal with.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? What I dealt with,
I like that.
you could deal with. You never know. I never thought it happened to me. I said, I'll never do pills, but I did it.
Yeah.
And it started small from a pain. Then it grew, becoming something that I loved. Then it became my life. I was a walking pill. I took them so much that I smelled like it sometimes. I could taste it. Every once in a while, I can taste the pill or what it tastes like. You see what I'm saying? And God tests me sometimes.
Yeah.
People come around, they got the pills. Usually, I will want it. Now, I don't even look at it. I don't even care. It's like how I used to be when people buy pills. I don't even pay attention no more. That's you know. So, people never knew I dealt with that addiction. So, when he said, you would never have to face that battle again, that was a battle that was rough. My fiance wrote, well, she could have walked away.
Right.
I would have walked away. I would have. I know I would have. That just...
But she held you down.
She held me down. It held my secrets and protected me.
Yeah.
When I went to Cali, she held everything down. Nobody knew where I was
Shout out
going.
to the fiance.
Exactly.
I ain't gonna say her name, but you know.
Nobody never knew what I was dealing with. She made sure that. My assistant handled whole building. No, everything was moving like I wasn't even there. They took my phone from me, so I was away from the work. I couldn't do... When I say I'm inside of a room, I was...
You gotta focus, get back on it.
That first day, I was losing it. I said, fuck, I need my phone. I need a text. I kept thinking about H.O.P.E Dealers, my money fund. I said, shit.
What's going on?
They take your wallet from you. They take everything.
Yeah.
I felt like, yo, how did you get here?
Hey.
And so, and let me tell you how crazy people is. I did an interview with one of my friends named PJ Kicks.
Right.
He has a podcast, right? My first time exposing this was on his podcast last week. Let me tell you how the devil works. God spoke to me and said somebody was going to try to attack me. I said, okay. I'm in Young Deals. Somebody called the Democrats of Forsyth County's board and told them I went to California because I was messing with children. Now the video is out. I'm like, how did they get that from there? And they asked him, said, did you watch the video? No, but I'm just assuming. You just assume. You see how people would just run with something?
Because assumptions make you look, ooh.
You see what I'm saying? And so that lets me know then right there that even when you are trying to change and change your life, it'll still be people that try to bring you down.
Yeah.
But these be the same people who will lift you up.
Yeah.
They did that to Jesus. Easter around the corner, resurrection.
Yeah.
Right? They did him crucify him, right?
So somebody called to try to have you knocked off.
They tried to knock me off and come up with a crazy ass. That was a sick allegation. I was so pissed. I was in prime time. I sat there at that bar and cried. You could have said anything that I done.
But take it to that low extent.
That was low. Then I heard no more about it though.
No.
Because when you
it didn't go far because
when you right and when you do right, God will protect you. That goes back to relationship and religious part.
Yeah. Come on out with that book so we can get there.
That book is gonna be powerful.
I'm ready for it.
That book is gonna be
I'm
powerful.
literally ready for it.
4 months clean. Nobody never knew. People still don't know too much.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm exposing it everywhere I go.
And not afraid to.
Not afraid to. I don't give a fuck.
That's their voice
You
again.
see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And like I told him, who gonna check me? And I dare some motherfucker say something funny.
God.
Shit. And say something on Facebook, I pull up to your jobs. Ask the people who was out here doing this shit out here, the little bullshit out here. They was talking all that shit. I pulled up.
We believe in pulling up here at BOOMin On The Block,
Yeah, I
too.
pull
So
up, quick.
we believe in pulling up heavy. I wish my manager
I'm
Reed
with-
was here.
And I'm with all the bullshit.
Yeah.
Really, I am.
If it's going to help out.
Minister Louis Farrakhan asked me something in Atlanta. He said, brother, are you ready to give your whole life to this shit? I looked at him and said, hell no. He said, well, this ain't the place for you. He said, how can you be the voice? And you, the voice, is a target anyway.
Yeah.
Why you think Malcolm X did? Why you think Dr. King did? Marcus Garvey?
Come on now.
You see what I'm saying? So he said, you got to give your life. They trying to poison Louis Farrakhan.
Yeah. I remember that.
They trying to poison him.
Yeah, I remember that. I couldn't get out.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And
that's
so
real.
He said, how deep are you ready to get? Now? Oh, I'm ready to die for it. I die a day to make sure the people is good. Because I know if the people is good, my family going to be good.
So you see yourself, because another voice we had, and they did him wrong, was Daryl Hunt.
Absolutely.
You see yourself.
Brother Daryl, they did him wrong.
They did Brother Daryl Hunt definitely wrong. So you in that category.
Right.
And you just gonna keep on going with it because he wanted to keep on going with it too.
Right. Right. And I build off the shoulders of people like him. Like him.
Definitely
Afro Muhammad. Nikita McDaniel.
Yes.
Papa.
Nikita, yes.
You see what I'm saying? Eduardo. Corey McCann.
Come on with them. Yes.
All these
speaking
people,
great names.
These are leaders who taught me shit.
Speaking great, yeah.
And see, the thing about it is, and this is why I love it, they still active. I'm just the voice.
Come on now.
So that wisdom day part of they'll pull me to the side and say, and I go out there with you.
I like that there. I like that there.
You'll be able to identify Nikita McDaniel.
Yes.
You'll be able to identify Afro Muhammad.
Yes.
You'll be able to identify TaNeisha Gist.
Yes.
You'll be able to identify these people who's speaking to Kwamika Shivers and all these folks that I'm connected to. You'll see them. You'll be like, damn, that sounds like Papa.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Kwamika. That's Nikita. You see what I'm saying?
It's deep.
So me dealing with that addiction, it made me even more. The shit I'm doing now, that addiction did that shit to me. When I got back from Cali, I told myself on that plane, this is how you know I was addicted. On the way to Cali, I took a pill. I was so determined to get that pill. I broke the case that was on this phone. I put the pill inside the damn case. My fiance, I could take the pill in front of her.
Right.
So before I got on the plane, that was my first time to get on the flight, anything. I'm scared of planes, but I wasn't scared no more because in order to get something you never had, you gotta do some shit you never done.
You have to.
And if I wanted to get free from that, I had to get over my fears of flying. Oh, I didn't give a fuck. I said, I'm getting on this plane.
So that's why you.
Because that withdrawal
Is that
shit,
another reason why you basically popped the pill?
Yeah.
Because the flying
Well,
situation.
no, I needed it. That's how addicted I was, Tisha. That the feeling was just everything. When I used to get on the pill, oh baby, I was working. Oh, everybody, I'm booking shit that I ain't supposed to be booking. I ain't talking to my assistant, but I'm just booking. I'm high, just booking, popping up.
See,
and I was popping 30 milligrams. I was popping 67 a day. No cap. I went up there, and this how you know when God is protecting you. They couldn't find no Percocets in my system, Tisha. All they could find, they said I had so much fentanyl in my system that they don't even know how I was able to stay on that plane without having withdrawals and dying. I was getting knockoff pills. The person I was getting it from was giving me knockoff pills. There was never real pills in the first place. I sat there and was like, you say what? They said you have nothing but fentanyl in your system. That killed TB.
Yeah.
That young man did today. And when he died, I was on the way to, I said, God, thank you.
You have to.
God spoke to me and said, that could have been you.
Yeah.
And matter of fact, could have been both of you. But you got out in time. And that goes to show, and I'm not speaking on, TB and his family were cool and close, so I can't say this, but I won't say too much. But what I will say is that lets you know that people gotta have people around them
Yeah.
that can see deeper than what they can see and say, hey, TV, Frankie, don't do that. You better than that. I had a village.
There's so much out here. Yeah.
But if you got a village that's just
Better.
worrying about where you can take them,
Mhm.
and they just let you do whatever, you make the people you meet around you. And that destroyed him.
Ain't that something?
These are the same people who say they loved him, but y'all knew he was taking pills, and then say, hey, bro, come on. Well, we dropping you from this shit. You won't do none of this shit. Matter of fact, okay, if you don't want to stop, like Diddy gave Biggie, what did he say? It's either gonna be the streets, or it's gonna be this rap, because I want money.
You want money?
He said, but I can't fuck with you if you're gonna have the streets fucking with my money.
Can't do that.
So you gotta choose today.
Don't go, yeah.
That's what they should have done. I had to choose. It's either gonna be these pills, or it's gonna be what you wanted to be, what God destined you to be.
Look what you had to choose, though. You had to sacrifice, you had to give up.
And I went around Christmas time. That was a sacrifice.
Yeah.
Like, it was literally had to leave the next day. So now I'm so free. It don't make no sense.
Good.
Only if kids can talk. Get the book when it comes. That's all I can say.
Y'all here, get the book.
It's gonna be
in
everywhere.
a couple of months, right?
Yeah,
We're gonna have Only Pens Could Talk
Yes.
by Frankie Gist. I cannot wait for
Apple
that.
Music. I'm doing a read along
Yes.
on Apple Music. It's gonna be all over.
Well, I can't wait.
It's
So,
gonna be great.
Frankie, let's just get back into this right here, because I also mentioned that you was a vice president.
Right.
Am I right?
Yes.
Of the Young Democrats of Forsyth County.
Right.
How did that happen? Just that voice again?
That voice. I wasn't even involved with them. I was supposed to come meet with them about collabing on something, and then they wanted to vote me in as vice president. I was like, yeah, let's do it. Fuck it. I was hot that day. Go back to the field, but I tell you, it was just, I was like, yeah, not knowing what the fuck could come with it, but it was the best decision I made, though. I love it. It's a great little group. You know, I'm still learning and building with them. But,
that's how you do it. That's how you do it.
It's great. Mika Shivers was the president at that time.
See, there we go.
So, yeah.
You own it, and then you received the doctor, let me get his name correct.
I know that's right.
Dr. Martin Luther King, the Young Dreamers Award.
Yep.
I seen that smile when
Yeah.
both of them awards.
Yeah, that was
How
awesome.
you felt when they gave you those awards?
It's another day.
You're so humble.
Yeah, I really am, because I had to learn that even when you get an award, that don't mean nothing. Because the same people who gave me the award still turn around and try to destroy what I had built. You awarded me for doing this shit, but you turn around and try to destroy it.
Hey, I don't want your
So
name
my
to get
dad,
too
Bishop
big.
Heath, used to always tell me, he
Yes.
said, son, you have to be mindful
Yes.
of allowing people to boost your head.
And that's a legendary Bishop John Heath.
Yes. That's
Now.
who my son named after him. I got him tatted on me. That's who raised me.
That's one of my godfathers.
Yeah,
So he helped raise me.
Yeah.
Bethany, shout out. Yeah.
I stayed in this house.
Me too.
Lived with him.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Lived with him. And I was the son he never had. Before he died, when he died, they found a letter near his desk that said, if I'm to whom this concerned, if I'm dead or alive, Frankie is going to be the man of God that God's called him to be. That's how close we were. We was this close.
I believe that too.
When he died, I was crushed. I was done. So, you know, he used to always tell me, don't let people boost your head up. Because this be the same people that bring you down. And I had to learn it the hard way, but that's why I'm so humble when people shout me out, give me awards. I love it. I appreciate it. I'm genuinely thankful. But at the same time, I'm watching you. You see what I'm saying? Okay, thank you, but tomorrow you may hate me. Tomorrow somebody may try to say something about me and then you run with it too.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
That's how they roll.
So that's why, you know, it was a great reward, but now I see why I'm glad I stayed humble and didn't let it get to my head, because if I did, I would have been all bent out of shape when they did what they did.
So you still standing once again.
Yes.
Now, you're a motivational speaker because you just gave us a word from the top to the bottom. That voice is real. You're an activist in the community. Heavy.
Right.
Now you go from, are we just so north side like we are?
Right.
Or do we hit every...
I hit every side, but everybody know when I come to your side, you already know who I'm repping though, you know?
Yeah.
But I hit every side. Even where my ops stay, I'm going. Because I got to help you too.
And then that should make them think, okay, he coming over here,
Ooh,
so
baby,
he helping us.
Me. Just be careful.
Did it hit me?
No, I'm just saying it's nails. Though.
See, this is what I'm talking about.
It's
This is that helpful.
So if you see me run, you know what's going on.
We're gonna run together because we don't play the
don't
bees
play with
around here. We don't do it. So I ask this question a lot whenever I do some dope interviews, and all my interviews be dope. Don't be
dope as hell.
Thank you, appreciate that.
Dope as hell.
Where do you see yourself? And people always say next 5 to 10 years. I don't do that. I live for the now.
Right, I know that's right.
But I'm gonna do one. I need to know, where do you see yourself in the next year to 2 years?
I'll tell you where I see myself in the next 2 minutes. I see myself being a millionaire.
He's next 2 minutes. See how that's out there in that atmosphere already.
We can walk down the steps before I get in my car. A millionaire can walk up to me and say, "Hey, Frankie Gist, I want to give you this check $1 million." So I'm speaking into existence.
Well, hit my line.
When it happens.
And just hit me out for a little 20,000 just for starters.
Oh, shit, we gonna build something.
So the next 2 minutes, you can see yourself being even more on top of the world.
On top of the world. Because if I get on top, my city on top, my people on top. And that's the difference between me and a lot of people. I am not the type, a lot of people get on top and forget where they come from.
Absolutely.
That's why God don't mind blessing me. And this is a lesson for people. Some people wonder why they don't get blessings because you're a nasty motherfucker. You're nasty, stingy, don't want to give, don't got a heart.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? And God only blessed the
selfish,
real.
all of that. Yeah.
Selfish.
Yeah.
So that's why he continues to bless me and elevate me, is because he knows my heart.
Right.
He knows if he take me to the top, I won't forget him first.
For one.
Neither I will forget anybody else who got me there.
That's right.
And,
I like that.
And God is a God of morals.
Yeah.
And value and loyalty.
Yeah.
So you been disloyal, you think you're gonna get blessed and you wonder why your shit fucked up, or your business keep failing and your business don't go no higher than a ceiling, or you pray and you can't pray yourself out of a handbag. Right. It's because you are nasty and you got to fix what's in you. So that's why I say I can see myself in 2 years, a year, 2 minutes from now, 2 seconds. Well, shit, we could get a bitch to say we can get $1 million right now.
And I'm with it.
Fuck a stimulus. I'm looking for that million.
Yes. I claim that too.
You see what I'm saying?
I claim that too, just like that, period.
So that's where I can see myself. And I can see myself with a city within the city. I'm building a city within the city.
I like that, because I'm following
They doing it. Look where we at. They did it.
It is a city within the city.
Where you see any of us around? What do you see anything that attracts us?
Other than food.
And that food damn expensive.
Yes, it
so that's gonna run us out.
Yes, it is.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it just, we gotta build our city within the city. So that's what my goal is, to build a city within the city.
Well, BOOMin On The Block is all for that. Whatever you need, we are here for you.
Absolutely.
What's going down next week again?
Next week, y'all, High J Drive. I will say we hosted a High J Drive this month. We've been collecting sweet potatoes as a drop-off location. Downtown Bodega. Cycle Bar. Flywheel. Don Flow Building. So many other restaurants and businesses across the city.
And this is going on for the rest of the month?
For the rest of the month.
Okay.
The day that we'll be distributing the hygiene products will be March 27th.
Okay.
At Destiny Temple Church. It'll be a drive-through.
Okay.
And everybody get hygiene care packages.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
Families, whoever. And so that's what we're doing. We're telling people, go on our website. You can find out how you can donate and everything.
Tell us your website real quick.
www.HOPEDealersOutreach.org. www.HOPEDealersOutreach.org. And all the information is on there. Ways to donate, contact us, subscribe us, and you'll find out all the things that we're going through. And next week, we'll provide resources. So if you got resources for the homeless, and go on my website, find out how you can contact us, because it takes a village. You may have resources that I ain't got, but that's a village. Let's bring it all together.
Let's work together and do it.
That's what we got going on.
So that's what we're going to do. BOOMin On The Block will definitely pitch in and do their part, do our part.
Awesome.
Tell us where we can find you at, Frankie, because this right here is super dope, and I know people want to know more about Frankie Gist and want to get in contact with you. So
Facebook,
on all social media platforms.
Facebook, Instagram. I don't do the Twitter, I don't do the Snapchats and all that. I leave that to the children. But Facebook, Instagram, you can find me on there any day.
Any day, and that's facts. Tell me your name.
Facebook, Frankie Gist. My Instagram, Oh, what is that name? Let me go.
Ain't that so? Well, you got to pull it.
Right, I done changed it so many times. I went from the H.O.P.E Dealer to the Frank the Speaker. I said, damn, man, you done changed your name more than anything. So, but it's Frank the H.O.P.E Dealer on there, __. You know, you remind me of my sister Duchess. You know, me and Duchess are close. We're real close. You remind me so much.
I haven't heard that. And shout out to Duchess.
Yes.
I actually met Duchess some years back. I finally got to meet her.
Yes.
It was like super dope. I'm hoping to get Duchess too for this
Well, let me
podcast.
know, and I'll get that.
I would love to, because me and Duchess, I had to let her know.
You
I
owe
had to
her
let
an
Duchess
interview.
know that people say we look alike, but I just say your
Y'all, you
cousin,
remind me
and
so
that's
much
just
of her.
that. That's
You
my
remind me so
cousin.
much of her.
I claimed I took her in.
You really do, because, yeah, that's my god sister. She's
That's
real
so
cool.
cool.
We met each
I
other
love that.
through, she found me on Instagram
Ain't that
and
something?
invited me to NBA All-Star Weekend
Yeah.
before COVID.
Yeah.
And I went up there, Sub and her was doing a thing that,
Yep.
what's that, what's the little restaurant that got the bowling and all that in it? D.A.B. and Buster.
Dave and Buster's.
And I was her guest, and we did coach. I just talked to her yesterday.
You never know who knows who. So yeah, put me in there more with Duchess,
definitely
because that's
will.
my girl.
That'll be a
But
dope
Frankie,
interview.
thank you for booming out with us, booming on the
you.
block with your girl TishaRaye.
Thank
Like I
you.
say, judge-free podcast. We go city to city, state to state.
Right.
You know, man, Frankie, I'm so thankful to have you here.
Thank you.
Your story means so much. Let us
Thank
know
you.
about the book. If
Yes.
Pens
Yes.
could talk
If Pens could
in
talk.
a couple of months.
Yes, book
going all the
signing
way down.
coming, all of that. And I'm doing a pre-book signing as well. So
We'll be
all-
there. Let us know.
All of that'll be coming out
Let
soon.
us know so we can support.
Yes.
We can come out there. I can get my book, go on and read it, so we
Yes.
can sit down and talk about all this good stuff. I thank you for this
Thank
again,
you.
brother.
Thank you.
This means so much
This
to
been a
me.
lot. This been
This
great.
means so much. Shout out to TaNeisha Gist,
Long live
you
Marley.
know.
Thank you.
Long live. You already know what it is. Shout out to my sister Maisha. Shout out to our cameraman,
Yes.
D.A.B, DeWayne. You know what it is. Shout out to my manager, Ree. You can find me on Facebook, TishaRaye, Instagram, TishaRaye Live. Go on our podcast page, BOOMin TishaRaye. We follow back. You know what it is. And until the next time, you know, we're going to turn this up. Shout out to Rick Ruckus for my intro. Am I missing anything? Oh, be on the lookout. I might need to get you.
Okay.
We're going to do a showcase, BOOMin On The Block showcase.
Let me know.
See what I'm talking about?
Know.
Everybody,
Let me
people
know.
come
I
us to
got.
love.
I know plenty of people.
We gonna work.
We can work.
We're gonna work. So we finna hit this. Give him a good boom. Give him a good boom. You done gave him all that.
What kind of boom you
I
want?
mean, you give him what you want. You done gave him enough boom.
Enough
bro.
boom.
You gave him enough
Leave him
boom.
with something. Leave him with something.
Yeah, leave him a little something.
Leave
Leave him a
him
little
with
gem with a boom.
Leave him with something. Okay.
We out here.